Hi guys. Thank you. Very much. I think my body finally gave up after 9 months. It was like, I don't know why I'm not thinking straight. So I appreciate it and I'm gonna love for it.
How are you feeling?
What's that?
How are you feeling?
I felt great. I felt great yesterday. The gang always does like a Saturday a Saturday annual dinner, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and like lie down in my hotel room, like a real awesome traveler. Embarrassing. Good morning. As a kid, I loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And my kids do now as well. And my friend Stephen Amell was in the movie. So they met him after they saw the movie, and they were sort of like, it hadn't really occurred to them before that, you know, they know Uncle Jensen acts, they know Dad acts, and we do this and TV shows and that. But they hadn't really met somebody. They had met him already. He had stayed with us in Austin. But I think then they grew up, they watched the movie, and he's Casey Jones, and they were like, looking at each other, looking at me, looking at Steven. So they do love the Ninja Turtles. And then I suppose they like some American TV shows. I don't know if they know, like PJ Masks, Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol!
Paw Patrol, yes. Yeah, I love Paw Patrol. We got like a Paw Patrol playset for Christmas, and I'm the one sitting there like activating the different dog things. So yeah, there's still a lot on sort of animated cartoons and shows and stuff like that. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, I was not the late one today. Let it be said. Not a word of a lie. I was like, all right, I'm early. I show up and like we're having orange juice and it's me and Cliff and Daniela. And I was like, sweet, I'm not the one making us late. So it was a good feeling.
Cast is Dean's best friend. Crowley was Dean's best friend. Benny was Dean's best friend. Who is Sam's best friend?
Sully.
I think Sam is very lonely.
I think he's okay. I think, I think Dean is probably his best friend. But one of the things I've always enjoyed about Sam is that he is an intellectual. You know, he finds solace and friendship in books and research, and he enjoys whoever's around him. But he's also a bit more reserved. It's kind of ironic, right? Because Dean seems like I want to shoot stuff, but he befriends so many more people than Sam does, which I really enjoy actually. So I'm okay making sure Sam is okay, whether or not. I think Sam is kind of also like once bitten, twice shy. Does that translate? Anytime he gets close to somebody, he loses them, you know? So I think whether it's been with Jess or, I mean, Ruby was an interesting, I guess, chapter in Sam's life. Jared's happy, but I think for Sam, it was kind of, you know, he's gun shy to get close to somebody because he either loses them or he feels like he makes a bad decision and hurts other people. But I'm okay with it. I think I kind of dig Sam, and I dig him being who he is and finding friendship and really, you know. Thank you. How are you? What is that? White? Do y'all have scorpions in Italy?
Yes.
Which one? No. So there's scorpion lights, and they look exactly like that. And you hold, so in Texas we get scorpions, and they have these lights that are very, very bright, and you shine at them so you can capture them and throw them outside. I feel like a scorpion kind of caught.
Sam seems like he's taking charge a bit more, taking care of things, becoming a bit more of a leader. And was that something that is with the June season 14, and how is that going to act? Yeah.
I enjoy it. I do enjoy it, but I don't know if it'll continue to season 14. We did have a nice long conversation with Andrew Dad last night. I don't know if they've even really thought about where 14 is going, and I enjoy exploring that part of Sam but I think Sam, I think he sits back and watches more than just jumps in and acts, and I like that about Sam. I feel like Jared is the same way. I'm more, my speed is kind of sitting back and trying to figure out and suss out what's going on before really getting involved, as opposed to just kind of going, you know, here I am, like, everybody bow to me or something. So we'll see. I enjoy that part of Sam when it's necessary. It seems like it's happened a couple of times a season in the past couple of years, and I like that. But I don't want that to be who Sam is the entire time. You know, I like Sam. He's the type to kind of watch more. You know, like figure out what's going on in the smartest way to go about solving a problem, compared to like, hey, you know, here I am today, and he doesn't do this thing. So we'll see. But I'm up to play whatever.
Yesterday I wanted to ask you and Jensen about this, so both of you could hate me. Months ago, Jensen posted a video on Instagram. It was of you two, and Jensen, I think, was like, this is a very bad idea. Yeah,
that was a while ago, right? That was,
and you guys said you can't talk about it in the US?
That's right. I think it was actually more innocuous than it seems. I think we just thought we were being silly and goofy.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything specific. We're not going to prison. You know, MI6 is not after us or Interpol or anything. I hope not. So I think it was literally just us staying up too late and being goofy, and I think we thought this is going to be a big mistake to stay awake or something. I'll try and remember if we did do something, and maybe I will admit to it if we did. But I'm sorry you're tired. I know the feeling. Okay, good. Thank you.
I'm going to go on record as saying this is a bad idea.
And I agree.
Okay.
I wanted to ask, because I know that fans are very creative with their questions, but have you ever thought of a question that you have never been asked before that you wish someone would ask you so that you would get a chance to share your answer?
That's actually a great question. No, as a matter of fact, I'll say the opposite is true. There have often been questions I've been asked and been sort of like, oh my god, that's a great question. It makes me think differently about the show, my character, or whatever. So, no, I don't feel like there's been anything. I'm really trying to think hard. Not really. I really enjoy. The irony of this is y'all are kind of asking us questions about our character, about the show, but often we learn from having this discourse with y'all and talking about what's going on. We get a strange question like, hey, remember in season 4, do you think this now? Oh my god, I didn't even realize the parallels. So no, this is kind of a fun learning experience for me as well, not just for y'all. But if I think of a good question, I'll try and mention it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So my question is about the last few episodes. I wanted to know if you think the fact that Lucifer brought Sam back will have a further impact on the next season, and what do you hope the impact will be?
I happen to know what happens before the end of the season, so it certainly has an impact. And one of my special kind of joys playing Sam has been my relationship with Lucifer. That sounds really weird. I didn't realize I love my relationship with Lucifer. It's a very interesting dynamic I get to play because Sam's been through a lot. You know, he's been to hell. He's been Lucifer. He's lost his mother. He's lost his father. He's lost his girlfriend. He's started the apocalypse. Like he's kind of been all up and down all around. And there's still a certain fear he has of Lucifer. You know, even though Sam has died. Like what is he scared of? And I like protecting that. And that also made that scene so much more fun to play because Sam now owes a debt of gratitude to his least favorite person on any planet, you know. And it's a very interesting. I don't want to say neat because I sound like I'm a masochist or something. It was fun to play, and I think anytime Sam deals with Lucifer, especially in a situation like this where now he's sort of indebted to him, literally, for his life, it's a fun journey to explore, and we explore some more of it very soon. Yeah, thank you.
Sam doesn't seem to be able to catch a break this season. Every season, basically.
Yeah, no kidding.
We have Mary choosing some strangers over her boys. We have Lucifer still being alive, and from what we get from the finale spoilers, what's released anyway, he obviously loses this in the end. Because I don't know something, but Jensen is playing a new character, so I want to know if Sam will have at least one win before the season ends.
Yes.
Can you tell this one?
Sam has a definite victory before the season ends. I'm trying to use my best poker face about what's going on. But yeah.
You can come with it.
Yeah, Sam gets to experience something that he's longed for a long time. As with anything supernatural, it comes with there are two edges to that blade, you know. But yes, Sam experiences a little victory, so hopefully it lasts through next year. Thank you. And thanks for reminding me about Mom. Again, this is going to seem like I've already said it. I haven't chased lizards in a while, and I'm really good at chasing lizards. And I'll wake up and I'll fly in from Vancouver and be exhausted and trying to sleep from where I was asleep. And my boys are waking up like, Dad, let's go find some lizards. I'm like, all right. And then I get out and I forget the fun it was and just like chasing a lizard. And it's so weird. A lot of that sort of stuff where you get to fully enjoy what it was like to be a kid again, you know? And I tell them, I'm like, Tom, Chef, listen, your dad was like a world-class lizard catcher. And I mean it. So I think it was big hands or something. I don't think I ever imagined like waking up on a Saturday morning really tired to go outside and chase bugs, but that's what I'm doing. And like, you have roly-polies, you know what that word is for doodoo bugs? You call them doodoo bugs or roly-polies, no? It looks like a little ball, like a little shell ball, so they'll catch those too, but they're called roly-polies, but they're also called doodoo bugs. I think they eat doo-doo, or they live on it, and so they want to catch as many as, oh my God. Shep is a very fun kid, and so we had an Easter egg hunt at our house, and in the morning, went and caught a bunch of roly-polies and put them in an Easter egg and hid it. He was thrilled. I knew he would rather have like a bunch of roly-polies than candy, so he chased around. I was like, Shep, come here. Shep, let's go over here. And I take him to a bush where no one else is going to find him. I was like, look! And he gets it, he opens it up, he's like, roly-polies! He was thrilled. He was running around, and that was his favorite. You know, there's like candy and the other ones, and he wanted bugs. I guess that's a strange thing to do, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
And I was just wondering how it makes you feel knowing that, you know, even after the show ends, conventions end, all that kind of stuff, that people want part of you guys with them for the rest of their lives, and I just wondered what you thought about that.
I love it. I mean, I'm flattered that I'm some part of it, you know, but I think if somebody's passionate about something and they want to make a commitment to that thing, whether it's as a friend or as a spouse or with a tattoo, I love the idea that I get to be a part of something that inspires passion. It's going to be a part of my life forever too, you know? In more ways than one. So I really enjoy that. And I also love tattoos. I don't have one yet, you know? I think largely because it takes a long time to cover it up in the morning, you know? Like when Alex is like 100 tattoos or something, so he'll be there out before we are getting covered up, which is awesome. But I'm like, I don't want to wake up any earlier than I have to. So, but I love it. And if somebody wants to express their passion or commitment in that way, then I think it's really cool. And I think a lot of the tattoos are really beautiful. So great. If it's meaningful to somebody, I'm all for it. I still love your shirt.
Thank you. So, not specifically relating to Supernatural, but in general, narratively speaking, do you prefer a story to end with all loose threads tightly wrapped up, or do you like to leave a few questions unanswered?
I enjoy, maybe it's the OCD in me, I enjoy completion, you know? And I love, did y'all read the Harry Potter books? Yeah. I love when things start coming together. I'm going, oh my God, I remember that. So I prefer the former. I understand that sometimes there will be questions left unanswered. I think that's inevitable anyways. You can complete a storyline and still have a question, you know, you can still have a curiosity or a wonder about what else might have been, if nothing else. So I prefer the former for sure. I prefer tying up through. What about y'all? Yeah? Okay. Which is why I think Sam and Dean should die. Thank you. I need it. But we can go back in time and do a movie. We can go to prequels and stuff like that. All right. Maybe I'm an outlier. Do it. Just leave the car. Fair enough. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
So, thank you for being here, love you so much. I was wondering if you were to take another job on set instead of being the actor, what would you want to do?
Not a stuntman, because they are. My long-time stuntman, I can't say exactly what happened or why, but he was stunting somebody else in the finale and fractured his foot, and had to continue working for like 8 more hours with a fractured foot. We didn't know until the ice his foot, so certainly not that. Because we've had a few, you know, broken clavicle, a concussion, a fractured foot. So not stunt.
Even in the editing or the post-production, it doesn't have to...
You know what, this is a weird, I think I'd like to be a casting director. And that sounds weird, but I feel like, what's the thing those who can't do teach or whatever, which I think is horribly insulting, and my mom's a teacher. But I feel like I'm not the best actor on the planet, but I can really tell when somebody is super talented. Like we'll rehearse a scene, and I'll be like, that person's great. And then, you know, they'll win an Emmy because they're sterling, and I'm like, I told you. So I feel like there have been people on the show that have had even minor roles, and I've been like, that person is really good. Like, that person's really, really talented and present. And then a couple years later, they have their own TV show. You know, they're leading in a movie or something. Alden Ehrenreich. I said it from day one. And he and his mom and I emailed for a while because he hadn't worked ever and he was trying to get into it. And I was like, I'm this 22-year-old kid, 23-year-old kid. They were asking advice. And so we kept in touch for a little bit. But I was like, there's some look in his eye or something where I could just tell he had something. And now he's on Solo. Good on him, by the way. But yeah, so I feel like I'd like to do in casting. But that having been said, I would be awful at telling somebody they're not right for the job. You know, like, you did a great job. I'll see you later. You know, I have a hard time trying to imagine that I'm trying to squash somebody's dreams or something. So maybe just off in the distance, watching. Like, they're not good. They're good. I feel like that's something that does interest me.
And I have another question about the tattoos. I was wondering, have you ever, and the rest of the SPN cast members, have ever thought about doing SPN-related tattoo, like the matching tattoo?
Yes, I have thought about it, and we have thought about it and talked about it. I think in a different life of mine, I probably have 20 tattoos.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. It's only difficult because in my side of the job, if I have a tattoo that says SPN, for example, and I go get a job somewhere else, then that tattoo is Jared's, not Sam's, nor is it the next character's, right? So it's just more, I try to be as much of a blank slate as possible when I come into, even when I play a different character on Supernatural, I don't try and play it like Sam playing a character. I literally try and approach it as if I'm auditioning to play a different character on a different show or a different movie. And I try and make it as different as possible. Whether when you solo Sam or Gadriel or Lucifer, it's hard or it's difficult because there's been a lot of Sam. I've been on TV a lot as Sam, so there are going to be idiosyncrasies that are Jared's that bleed into the characters I play. But I try and keep a really, really blank slate and open mind in all aspects of life, frankly. But especially with my career. So maybe when I retire and walk away from it all and can just be Jared for the rest of my years, maybe then I'll do it. But yeah, it was great.